Pop-Tart, and I had another Pop-Tart, and I had another Pop-Tart. And by the time I had 5 or 6 Pop-Tarts, I couldn't remember what somebody said that had hurt my feelings. It was the introduction of what I now call the sugar train. Some people call it comfort food, some people call it all kinds of things. I call it the sugar train. Well, that led to a 34-year obsession with my body, with self-esteem, and with bulimia. It took me until I was in my mid-40s to figure out that it really wasn't about the wrapper that I came in. By the time I got to college, it was really bad. Now, I spent all of my formative years, if you will, looking for acceptance and looking for affirmation from somebody else. And from the age of kindergarten, it was guys. I had a boyfriend in kindergarten. How many of you had a boyfriend in kindergarten or a girlfriend? Okay, are you with me? I went to Victor's and we had tea together in kindergarten. So I was always looking for that affirmation outside of myself. So I get out into the corporate world, and mind you, this is when things became really stressful because I was the consummate type A. I wanted the atta girl. I wanted to know I'd done a good job. Work was the one thing I always excelled at. I'm glad you guys are in college because I'm not a good student. I got through. It was a means to an end, but you know, making a 4.0, that kind of stuff just wasn't in my DNA. Work, however, if you hear something tonight that maybe you heard before, but you forgot about it, if you hear something that makes sense, I want you to say, oh yeah. So you're going to say what? Oh yeah. Okay, this side of the room. Oh yeah. Come on, this side of the room. Oh yeah. All right, they're ready. Here we go. Okay, good job. So don't forget, don't be shy. I want to have some fun. So, I want everybody to say this word with me on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Stress. How does that make you feel? Okay, stressed. How does that make you feel? Tired, anxious. Anybody's shoulders get tight when they say stress? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel all that, you know, some people get a pit of their stomach, some people start to get a headache. Just the word itself, right, makes you feel stressed, makes you feel not good. It's not one of those pretty words, so we'll get it off the screen. Okay, so why is college life so stressful? Now this is a combination of some things that I've done and some national statistics. 85% of college students reportedly feel stressed on a daily basis. Anybody here relate to that? Oh, yeah. Okay, I hear that. 70% from grades. Okay. 6 out of 10 students report feeling so stressed they can't even get their work done. That means I'm just so overwhelmed, I'm just going to shut down. That's where addictive behaviors come from, right? Okay. 34% are stressed out from trying to balance their schedule, from trying to do it all. Oh yeah? 33%, this one amazed me, 33% from family relationships, even though we're away from home. Only 16% from romantic relationships. Remember I told you, I was all into the guys, right? So I'm like, mine was all stressed about romantic relationships, but apparently now it's more family relationships. But this is the thing, you look at it, why am I telling you this now? Because A, I just think it's horrific, the amount of stress that college students are under at this point. You shouldn't even be engaged in this much stress at this point in life. But secondly, if you don't figure it out now, 90% of the reason people go to the doctor's office is stress-related. Stress causes illness and disease. And lastly, the biggest reason that people go, screw it, I'm out, I'm done, can't do it, is education. I coach a number of teen girls with eating disorders and with stress. If you ever want to hear something funny, stand around some teens. If you guys have younger brothers and sisters, stand around teens that are getting ready to go do something. They're going, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't care. What do you want to do? I don't care. Okay, I lived in Southern California for 4 years, so I can like totally do that, okay? But nobody wants to make the decision and be wrong. That's stressful when you're a teen, right? So choices. Doesn't that word give you a little more freedom? A little more room to like move the elbows? We all have choices, and here's the thing. We get a choice between unhealthy behaviors and good ways, healthy ways of coping with the stress that we're dealing with. I just talked about going to bed. What do you think about first thing in the morning? How many of you wake up in the morning and you overslept and you're thinking about, you don't have to raise your hand. How many of you wake up frenzy in the morning? All the things you've got to do. Same thing, you're getting all wound up before you even start the day. What if you start the day in a place of appreciation? What if you text 3 friends and tell them how much they appreciate you, or one of your family members? What if you look for 3 different ways during that day that you can do something nice for somebody else? Maybe somebody you don't even know. What if you start your day in a place of gratitude? It's completely different from when you wake up going, oh man, it's Thursday. Hate Thursdays. Got chemistry, I've got to go play, oh man, I've got to do that. I'm going back to sleep. If you wake up like that, thinking life sucks, or you wake up going, you know what, every single day, something really cool happens to me. You can call it a blessing, you can call it a miracle, you can call it something cool, whatever you want. Every single day, the tuning fork of my mind is out there and it connects with something really cool, and it brings a really cool experience into my life. Every day, maybe I meet somebody that helps me with homework that I need help with. Maybe I meet somebody I'd like to get to know a little better, right? Every day something really cool happens. Wonder what it's going to be today. If you are looking for and expecting the blessing or the cool thing, do you think you're going to see it? Is your day going to be better than when you wake up going, my life sucks? Right? So it's very easy to frame the way your day starts just by starting in a place of appreciation and looking at how you're viewing the world. It's very easy to adjust. Can you guys do that? Now you may have woken up that morning and said, but these are the 8 things I'm going to do today, and you got done at the end of that day and only one of them was done. But maybe that's what you were supposed to do that day. Now, you can't get me in trouble by going and telling your professors, well, Lori said let everything be okay, and I didn't do my homework, so you got to let it be okay. It doesn't work. I don't think that works. But there are occasions where you just need to let it be good. If somebody breaks up with you, maybe it's just not your time to be with somebody, or maybe not to be with that somebody. And boy, I wish I would have figured that out at that age, that if somebody didn't want to be with me,